About 30 time for the community development committee to start, and we have a new Grand Master tonight, Mr. Lee Martin. So Eddie, it's yours, buddy.
Grand Poobah, building and zoning.
There you go.
The first item, the Lincoln County Soil and Water Conservation District, every year they put on this event called the River Roundup. And what it is they get a bunch of groups together in different communities to go down a certain section of the river that's predetermined and basically clean it up, pull tires out of the river, trash, anything like that along the banks of it. And this year, in lieu of them providing us with services for our NPDES permit program, I decided to get on their planning committee, and they have asked for members on that committee to see if their home organizations would be willing to donate some money just to sponsor the program. So I wasn't sure how to go about that. I asked the mayor about it, and he wanted to bring it up to you guys to see if council wanted to do it in some way, shape, or form, or not sure how.
I thought we would talk about this a little bit in detail and explore what our options could be in helping to support and promote the event. So Eddie, you've been attending the planning meetings for the event. Is that it? And when is the event?
It is in.
You have been attending the meetings, right? Okay.
September.
Okay. All right.
September, I think. It might be September 15th, I think.
Now, how sponsorship for the event, I assume, would involve some level of recognition for the city. Is that right? As a sponsor?
Yeah, they have the flyer.
Didn't it say September 12th?
Is that what that is?
September 12th is right here on this flyer, right? Is that the date you're looking for?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I think it's
I
September
think it's
12th.
September the 12th, right? It says on that piece of paper, Lee.
Yeah.
It was in my box.
That's it.
Okay, so
It's supposed to be his, not yours.
okay, so
You can dig a little deeper.
the village of Hebron is a gold level sponsor. Let me try to see if okay, so a bronze level sponsor up to $250 includes name on event T-shirt, social media, and recognition at the event. A silver level sponsor includes all of the bronze benefits plus recognition in one edition of the committee members' newsletters. Gold level sponsor, up to $1,000 or more, includes all silver benefits plus recognition in up to 3 editions of newsletters and invitation to preview river float. What is the river float?
That's where they go down beforehand to kind of survey what they're going to need to pick up and stuff, and then they just more or less, they don't pick anything up. They just go down the river.
Okay.
It's kind of like a canoe day or whatever.
Okay.
Pretty much go down and spot out and stuff.
So it looks like there are, and then the presenting sponsor reserved for a major contribution includes all gold benefits plus logo on T-shirt and all event materials. It looks like the Village of Hebron is a gold level sponsor. So again, this is up to $1,000 or more. Newark Stormwater Utility is a gold level sponsor. The Licking Park District, the Licking Soil and Water Conservation District, and Liberty Tire Bridgestone. These are gold level sponsors. There are 2 bronze level sponsors, American Rivers and Keep America Beautiful. It says silver level is available. So are we thinking maybe that's where we would want our sponsorship level, Eddie? Or do you know, are there other levels still available?
Well, when I asked Lindsay what, or not Lindsay, what they would expect and what would be a, you know, what other people donate to them or whatever. She said that just a couple $100, $300 would be sufficient.
Okay.
So it doesn't have to be any astronomical number. Just something.
Okay. So it looks to me as though a donation of somewhere between $251 and $500 would get us a silver level sponsorship. When Eddie brought this to my attention, one of the things that I wanted to discuss with you as council members is, would we want to appropriate money for this contribution? I thought I would just throw that out there for council to discuss.
You got any money in your budget, Ed?
If we could go to committee.
You got money in your
Got
budget?
money in your budget?
I don't know if we have any
I don't think
money that we had budgeted in a line item for something like this.
I was just looking to see, trying to understand, what does the money go for? Because if it's volunteers doing it, where does our money go?
it goes towards like paying for the bag, the bag and the shirts.
Okay,
Getting it used and stuff like that. We put that in use. Advertising.
Do we know if this is gonna be in Heath at all?
Yeah, we are gonna have a special.
Whereabouts?
We're supposed to go scout the river, but mainly from Kovac. I was thinking about two spots from the well fields over on Southport to Hoback, and then Hoback maybe over to the high school area or something like there.
So we've got a say in the location?
I have to meet with Denise on the 12th to go and look at the different locations along the river.
How many different locations, and where does this stretch from where to where?
It can be wherever you want. I mean,
They
it's
go all
gonna
the way
be
to
whatever
Dillon.
is within the
Yeah,
community.
they go all the way down to Dillon.
So Heath has a section, Newark has a section, Granville has a section, Ram Creek, or Raccoon Creek, whatever it is. We could do Ram Creek and Licking View, or Licking, Southport if we want. Newark's gonna do a couple of sections.
And this is what the organization helps to get volunteers to clean up, whatever sections we designate as being most in need.
Yeah, they'll have people sign up and, they'll give them the opportunity to select, you know, if they come from Heath, they can clean up. And people, if they don't care, they'll just direct them where they're needed. So.
Yeah, they've been doing it, one of our citizens, in Kepler, he was helping one year and lost a leg. Yeah, it's pretty treacherous, you know,
He lost a leg helping to clean it up.
What happened was he got wound up in some barbed wire that was underneath and it created infection in his leg. And they tried to do everything.
Oh my goodness.
They ended up, they had to amputate his leg. He was a sheriff.
yeah, he's deputy sheriff.
Wow.
Now Huggins, I think, he worked on his.
I didn't realize that's how it happened.
Yeah, that's how he lost his leg.
Landis, yeah.
Landis, yes.
Landis.
He just died last year, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we've never done this before, this is unprecedented.
We've never sponsored it. They've had it.
Yeah.
And Newark and Hebron and other political entities have donated in the past? Looks like Hebron
The
did
Village
this
of Hebron and the City of Newark Stormwater Utility are both gold level sponsors.
one. Perpetual,
Yeah, I know Newark did it this year. I'm
Recurring.
pretty sure they did it last year.
this is the first time I've seen this.
I don't think we ever had anybody on the committee.
Makes sense.
It's fun,
that-
I worked.
Am I
on it.
correct? I don't remember John Groff mentioning anything about being on the committee before.
No, this is actually, I'm trying to get an agreement with them so they can take care of two sections of our EPA requirements for the FPDS program. One of them's public education and outreach, and that's another one's public involvement participation. This is the stuff that would go towards those requirements.
Gotcha,
Hmm, okay.
Mutual benefit.
gotcha.
That's a good investment for $200.
Yeah,
That's what I'm thinking too.
bronze level?
Eddie, can you think of a line item in the budget that would be an appropriate use? If money was set aside in a line item, can you think of what line item we could use? Yeah,
We'll find something for him.
I think Mark was saying silver level, cause
yeah.
anything above 250 gets you,
I'm thinking $300 gets us
$300
silver level
there,
and
you don't wanna do 251, that
needed.
seems kinda.
Come on, yeah.
And as soon as our name gets put on all this, then everybody in his.
300
will
then.
become wanting volunteer or donation.
Can't use that out of
I'd rather do
money
it.
that you.
Wow.
Yeah, it's in good shape. One year we used canoes and we put in over to Newark. Went all the way to Yellow, get stuff, hauled it out, put it outside. Then I think the county comes by and picks up the stuff. The city.
Some of the requirements though, with the public education stuff, it's tied into that.
Yeah.
I mean, that might be a good place to budget that money for next year. Under that.
That's good. That's good.
Let's see if there's finance for this.
I'll say three.
Yeah, I think three's good enough.
Find $300 in your budget somewhere.
Committee says three.
Okay. All right, so committee's okay with us?
You can find
We all agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Prove to us you can't find $300 in your budget somewhere, then we'll come back and appropriate something.
Check around that.
Okay. Now, we just thought, when Eddie brought this to my attention, us not having financially supported the event before, I thought it was appropriate for us to come to council with this and see, you know, what you all wanted to do. I like what Eddie's thinking as far as this being used to help us with the EPA requirements. It's EPA, right, Eddie? But I just didn't want to go do this, and you guys see the city's name attached to something without discussing with you spending the money to do it.
We're spending taxpayer dollars.
Okay, so we'll find $300, Eddie, and if we have to maybe move a little from here to there, we'll write that up and get it. When do they need the money by?
They honestly didn't say. I'm supposed to meet them again this month.
I mean, it's not this week.
No, it's not
Okay.
started.
I assume if you tell them you're gonna be a gold or whatever
Silver
sponsor, they're gonna
sponsor.
say, okay, get your money lined up.
Yeah.
They'll start putting it in the money.
So $300 will get us possibly 2 spots on the river and points toward the other thing, right? It's a good one.
Yeah, next item, the community development block grant.
So Sheriff's Day?
I'm trying to get, I'm working with Sue Spiker with the county to get some money to help repave, redo the curb and gutter, do some storm drainage work, and do some sidewalk work up on Green Valley Drive. The block grant money has changed over the last couple of years to where we used to get it automatically, and now it's a competitive grant program. So we had to apply for it, and we had to do an income survey within the last couple of weeks where me and the mayor and Jenna went out and walked door to door trying to get people's income information. We were lucky enough to get I think it was like 80-something% that we needed to get response from. We got that. Now that we've proven that it's considered a low to moderate income area, like there was 91% of the responses we got showed them as low to moderate income. Now that we've proven that, we can go ahead and move forward with submitting the application, which will be done within the next week or two. Once that is submitted and they decide whether or not they're going to fund it, if they do, the project will be good to go December, January this year. So that being said, the total cost for the project would be $262,900. We will receive, if we get approved, $216,800 from the CDBG funds, and then we will only owe the $46,100 based on the engineer's estimates that we have right now. So right now, we're just getting ready to do the application, but that's kind of the gist of the project.
Eddie, that 262 cost estimate, is that calculated off of today's asphalt prices or last year's asphalt prices?
I believe it's based.
Okay. Okay.
Did I get any curb work done or not?
Yeah,
Be curb
replacement
replacement.
of all the curbs, back of the curbs, everything in between.
Some ADA compliance on sidewalks.
Some of the sidewalks just kind of die off because we get a vacant parcel right now, so they'll just run up and back in across each other. With ADA accessible ramps.
Any drainage improvements included in it?
Yeah. There will be some drains added and some storm sewer added. And then the ones that are up there, the catch basins that are up there will be replaced. The ones that are existing.
Have you identified any ingress egress that we could eliminate? Seems like there's a lot of curb cuts up through there. No?
Having walked it, I don't think you can either. I don't think you can. I think you're looking at, I mean, that's just, these buildings are just clustered close together. They each have their own individual driveways. Some of them, you know, you park 2 or 3 cars in them, but
Yeah, they pull in and they got 3 or 4 parking spaces where they go one way in.
yeah.
You
High
know
density
that.
housing, no question about it.
Yeah. I just want to mention kudos to Eddie for doing the homework on getting all this stuff put together for the survey. I think we mailed them out at first, and then 2 or 3 times Eddie and Jenna walked the neighborhood. I went on Saturday afternoon of Memorial Day weekend and got a few, but Eddie and Jenna are the ones who did the majority of the legwork on this. And if you can, I'm sure you can all imagine how difficult it is to get an 80% response on any kind of survey that you send out. So the fact that through knocking on doors and also identifying and eliminating properties that were not occupied, we were able to meet that threshold, but it's because of Eddie's hard work and Jenna's hard work getting them.
What did they have to prove? I mean, their income, but how, by their tax return?
No. It was, the survey was simple. There were 2 questions on it. One was how many people live at this residence, and the other was to check an income range that your annual household income. And that was all it was.
So it's all self-declaration. There's
Yes.
no verification.
Yep. No names.
That's a good response. They should get attention.
Did
you explain to them what they are?
A few people's eyes open. Yeah.
I think that was probably a big push.
How many of the bottom ones did you have? Very highest. Did you have any?
None at all. Of the, I don't know. What did I get, Eddie? 8, 10, something like that when I went?
That was the same person.
I think all but 1 were in the 0 to whatever range.
3980.
Yeah. and one was maybe like a couple of selections below that, but it was less than 55 max or something like that, I think, in the one. So yeah, I mean, that was not an easy task, meeting this threshold of 80%. And you know, they came out with a map that shows the area of Heath that is eligible to be considered for this. Part of that area includes the River Oaks addition, which, you know, I guess doesn't make any sense to me. But anyway, even though the map shows you what areas are eligible, it's still required of us to go prove it, to go prove the income levels. If we wanted to do something similar for paving and curbs, say in Greenbrier,
Right.
we would have to get
The same thing.
over an 80% response to this household income. So the map shows you where you can go, but you still have to prove that it's an eligible area to do it.
They're saying we think it is, but you gotta prove to it that it is.
Yes, yes, that's pretty much it.
Just tell them to prove you wrong, doesn't work.
Well, that's what I told. That's what I said. But no, the burden is on us.
It's not owner occupied.
There were a few.
Locations.
Yeah, there were a few that weren't occupied which we were able to eliminate those, which helped us meet that threshold. So, and if we're able to get this grant and we're able to repave and recurb Green Valley Drive, you know, they all need to be sending Eddie a thank you for getting that done.
What was the estimated cost on that shoe mount?
So really, any high density apartment, not owner occupied areas, then there's future possibilities. I mean, there's sections
Any residential area.
Dean, schools.
It doesn't matter. It's just you've got to prove. You've got to prove the income level.
but you got a better chance with income. Substation, planning with Nadine. Yeah.
Is there anything, any way to keep track or judge, like, how many buildings or residents, not residences, I guess, but apartments or whatever, like because there's per that quarter mile road or whatever, there's gotta be, I mean,
There was a separate sheet of paper for each address on that street. So how many addresses were there, Eddie?
But I guess what I'm asking is, do they take that in consideration? Hey, this street is only this long and it has like 10 times more than a normal street.
Is that a factor, Eddie?
No, they just take the number of people.
You see what I'm saying? The congestion of
Uh-huh.
that road traffic.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like you can pull in there and one of the buildings will have 4 apartments in it. There could be 2 upstairs, 2 downstairs.
Right. And if you get 2 cars for each apartment, you get a lot more vehicles traveling
That'd be
that street.
4 addresses though, on Department A, B, and C.
Yes.
Right.
What
So
you're
2
saying
cars,
is
there's
the,
8 cars. I
yeah,
mean,
the high density brings more vehicle
Right.
traffic, which brings
Exactly.
more wear and tear is what you're saying.
yeah, that's nothing to.
But they're not smart enough to think about that.
Well, like we've spent, Eddie, did we use some CDBG money to help with curb replacement back there behind Best Buy? Yeah. So I mean, that's a generally an owner occupied, you know, area. It seems to me like when I was looking at that, the most important factor is income level.
That's what they were asking. It's tired. So, I mean, each of the forms asks for the income rate and the number of people in the household. It's still,
Any more questions for Eddie?
Third item, Coghlan Empire. He has purchased a lot down there at the corner of Kaiser Drive and 79.
We gladly welcome. Bring your kingdom on down.
Kaiser Drive and
Yeah, the
79.
southwest corner, Kaiser and 79. He's putting in a Nissan dealership. They got their sketch plan approved at this month, or last month's planning commission meeting. They plan on submitting their construction plans for this month, and hopefully they want to start construction at the end of this month.
Come in a little bit.
So this will be at the planning commission meeting on the 25th, is when they're anticipating submitting a plan.
I talked to Ryan today, he said he'd have them to me by the 17th.
Yeah, about the stream
Oh,
over there.
Yeah, okay. I would have more together. Used to be a driving range there.
Way back.
Way back, you may not get out.
Kind of remember.
Did you say eyesore or dinosaur?
Kind of, sort of.
Oh, kind of, sorta. Oh.
That's what you said. You called him. Well,
That's a new
that's
type.
been given for
That's a
long
new
time,
type of
Jay.
dinosaur. Kind of, sorta.
Martin used right.
Yeah.
That's a new kind of dinosaur, Tyrannosaurus, that's just kind of sorta.
Kind of, sort of.
Definitely used to race them.
So Eddie, is this a new line of cars that Cogman will be selling here in Licking County, or is this pulling?
No, I think he's moving the dealership.
So he has it. So they sell Nissans up in the Newark location.
On Road Road.
Okay.
I got a spot picked out for the Chevy dealership down here already.
Yep.
Kia, I got a spot I picked up for the Kia one too. Yeah. What else is up there?
Yeah, they were, I was
What's
having
left?
my car service, and you know, they've got
Kia and Chevy?
Nissan and Kia together up there, so
Yeah.
they said they tried to split them out.
Okay.
I was hoping to bring Kia here, so I won't have to drive all the way north end.
You have to get a Nissan. You have to get a Nissan.
I had one.
I've heard.
Okay, Ed.
The last item on the agenda. In 2019, we're planning on doing the realignment and resurfacing of Linville Road. The realignment will be adding a left turn lane to westbound traffic and keeping a through right lane for westbound traffic. We're basically just aligning it so it matches the west side of the road. And then resurfacing everything from State Route 13 all the way up to the city limits on Linville Road. That's going to be funded through LCATS. So they will be providing $511,811. And then our match for that will be approximately $128,000. That's off to 2019. The reason I'm telling you this now is because ODOT is posting it for request for qualifications, and that will run for 3 weeks from June 8th all the way until the 26th of this month. Once that deadline, or once that 3 weeks is up, I'll have to get 2 other people within the city to go over the qualifications with me and rank them and decide who the engineer will be on that project.
We get to pick,
We have to go through and.
but they're sending it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Total cost is $511,800.
That's the LCATS funding. Our match will be approximately $28,000.
Yeah.
So total, so it'll be $639,765.
But based on costs of today, or are they forecasting that 4 years out?
That's a future.
Any questions for Eddie?
Hey, this is one of those deals where you pick the engineering firm before you know the price, right?
We
I
have to
don't
follow
understand
that
why
route.
we do it that way. If the state government wanted to help us, they could change that rule, and that would, because you would think cost would be a factor. You know, one engineering firm may give you A, B, and C and charge you X, and another might give you A and B but charge you X minus Y, and A and B may be all you need at the X minus Y price. Makes sense, and it could help us.
That's where you should have stopped, right?
Well, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, John had told us.
Yeah, it's hard.
That was on his list, to try to get it done, you know, because.
Yeah.
Him and Doug talked about it.
Yeah. It's kind of putting the cart before the horse. You pick your firm and then you start talking price.
They're in the driver's seat.
Yeah, I wonder how they got in the driver's seat.
They're holding on the cards.
Yeah, yeah. These cards are green.
We lose or we lose big.
Yeah.
Where's the win?
When do we have to have the firm picked by? When would LCATS like to have that process completed?
And that's up to us. We can just move that around.
Huh?
I was talking to Randy, he seemed to indicate that we basically, once that's over, we move it over as far as signing the contract and stuff.
Okay.
We're doing it this early, so if right away is needed, we can address that. How do you- what
Yeah.
should you do about that? I can fix something like that myself.
No comment.
You're donating all your property. Definitely quite as amount.
Yeah, yeah.
Anything else, Eddie? Deb, you have?
I don't.
Time started. Anybody got any questions for Eddie? Eddie? Well, good quit, that's 6:02.
Very good.
Good job, Eddie.
So I got a finance committee agenda. It's massive here. Okay, we'll call finance committee to order at 6:02. We have 0 legislative requests.
Didn't Bob have one?
Bob?
Didn't he come in last week and didn't he bring something with him?
I wasn't here last week.
Water, wastewater.
We were traveling.
Yeah, I don't know. Did Bob come here last week?
But it wasn't a legislative request, he was just filling us in on the
Oh, that's right.
update of how they were gonna do Nickelback Drive.
The money move around
What it was
of
gonna cost.
the tag money.
Yeah, okay.
Money move.
But it wasn't any legislative request.
Yeah, he mentioned he was gonna talk about that.
Well, finance committee, only thing I have is we had the impound, lot auction down at Jay's on Saturday morning. We had 34 cars and a motorcycle. There were approximately 50 people there at the beginning, weren't there?
I think so, yeah.
At least. And then the monsoon came through and, we sold all the cars and, anything that was back in the shed. We probably should have went to the shed first, because by the time we got back to the shed, the rain was over, the sun came out and it was baking hot in there, so, but we, made, like I put down here, $16,912.50, so, all that money will go into the law enforcement fund, but, Sergeant Black and, I don't know, Sergeant or whatever Jimmy Jones is, they helped set it all up and that worked out fine. I took 2 employees and then Jenna was down there next to me. I gave her a nice brand new umbrella that leaked all over, so, other than that, it was a good day. It worked out and we'll do another one in October, so, Sergeant Black was concerned we had so many cars back there, so he wanted to start cycling them through, so it worked out fine.
Does it make you wanna give up your day job?
I only had to really get after, there's probably, Crispin bought about 20, I think it was 23 cars. But they were bidding them up. There was a couple trucks that went fairly decent, and I think it was a Honda Civic. That we had one regular title. So.
Remember that one SUV that we were looking at? How did that go?
I knew you were going to ask me. It was the first one, and I can't remember. It got up to a decent. No, it was,
Yeah.
I think it was under 1,000, but we started all the bids at 200. And it was under 1,000. The highest I think we sold something was a GMC truck, and it was 1,250, 1,300, I think. Motorcycle went for 650, 675, and that Mazda that you're talking about was probably about 750, 800. Because I was kind of trying to act like a real auctioneer on that first one, and I said, "Man, we got 34 more cars to go." I said, "I don't think I can do that."
Just charge them.
Yeah, I mean, hey, even what I said, that's what I said. I don't know what it's sold
Nobody
for.
knows what those auctioneers are saying.
Yeah.
That's
And then, it's raining, everybody's got an umbrella, and when they blink at you like, "Hey, I want to see something like this, I don't know what you're doing." And then one girl was talking to her, like, trying to get her boyfriend, "Hey, I want that." You're in.
You got
One of the first ones back years ago, Norman Ritchie did all the auctioneering. He told me to come in and run the bids up. She had trouble with hauling everything home with him.
Well, we had in the shed, they had, things were set up at lots. And there was this nice leaf blower and some things and 2 brand new pillows. It's kind of odd how they had them set up.
Pillows?
Huh?
What was
Like bed pillows and normal pillows. And this guy, he was there and he bid all day. He's a big burly guy. And finally, we're pretty much done. He said, "Hey, you want that leaf blower?" I said, "Oh, I have one, thank you." He said, I wasn't bidding on the blower. I don't want that blower. I'm gonna throw it in the trash. I wanted those 2 pillows." And I thought, I didn't tell him, but I was just at Target last night. You could have bought those 2 pillows for about $4. I think we got about
They're awful cheap.
we got about $35, $40 out of it.
Wow.
I think he offered, but there was 10, 15 people still hanging out. I'm not so sure if that leaf blower ever did get in somebody's truck because he was heading towards the trash with it.
Really?
And it worked.
Wow.
I wanted over here on 40, what the one, and there was a step ladder.
What's in
What did you buy at Lowe's for $69.99, and it went for $129.
Yeah, you go, I used to go out to Apple Tree Line, you can see that.
Yeah.
Somebody can go buy it, ain't going step ladder like you said.
I think it becomes the principle of I'm not going to let Tim Kelly outbid me. And, no, I think that's what happens. A couple guys, you'll notice, if he's bidding, I'm bidding. If you're bidding, he's bidding. I noticed that because I got to the point where I kind of look. You gotta go against him, and
The egos were battling.
yeah, a little bit. And then, like I was telling him in the department head meeting this afternoon that there was a luggage. It was brand new, and Craig, after the bidding started, he goes, "Hey, wait, stop! There is a surprise." And he opened it up, and size 38 jeans. There was probably 5 pairs of jeans, brand new. Sweatshirt, brand new underwear, 4 or 5 different things that obviously this stuff was hotter than hot. It was fun. We'll do it again in October.
I'd have been suspicious about the pillows.
That's right. I mean, they still had the plastic on them, but.
They all do.
Christmas shopping?
Yeah. So that's all I have.
Anything else for finance? Okay, we're done at 6:09.
We're gonna get more than 30
30 seconds.
You worked it hard. Got 7 minutes. Of,
Good job.
7 solid minutes of minutia there.
We'll jump right into caucus real quick then?
And most of that stuff.
Who's doing invocations? Henry or Morrow? Henry?
Invitation, isn't it?
Okay.
Alright.
Do it, I can hear it tonight.
This is ordinances, or do any of those need to be waived or anything, or just let them get, or they're all
Those are all
second reading?
second
They're all second
reading. Yeah, they're all
reading.
second reading.
Not used to not having any on the first. Alright, so we got the first one is Mr. Johnson. The second one's the phone system. Who wants to do that one? What kind of, Jeff, you want to do that one?
Sure.
And the third one, getting rid of the car, that'd be Brian also. Anybody have anything else? Because other than that, we're done quick. Do we want to go quick? I 7:45 for finish. When we go shoot for it, 15-minute meeting.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I
Absolutely.
could set the record. I mean,
Let's try
14 minutes,
12.
12 minutes.
Talk fast in the committee report.
Committee report.
I got a 4-page committee report.
I'll just mention, I'm gonna skip right over you. I'm gonna skip right over you.
There's only like 600 per page.
Big trip.
Jeff's gonna do it.
Yeah.
2 hour early release tomorrow.
Yeah.
At the awards banquet.
Chief Mason's talking to me about,
They say like, you know, like, oh, Frank Johnson, he had this, he's going to Ohio State. Engineer. Okay. And then the next kid, you know, blah, 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 doing this, and you get this one girl.
I didn't realize he was going over the phone in the other meeting.
Body emotional stuff, and she wants to be a zoo.
Hey, and I'm
And
talking
just
just
zoo.
I
And it was
thought,
like,
what do you talking
it's a good zoo.
about?
Veterinarian.
Okay.
It's like your pet.
He goes,
She has to the shooters. Veterinarian. They could put it on the stage. She wants to be in the zoo. It was like, what? And she goes, veterinarian. Start laughing.
Did you hear me tell him to
I said,
slow down?
they should have tried to squeeze the print or done shit, you know what I mean? Except
Find
for
out how much that we're collecting in that property tax.
Yeah, 'cause this is perfect. It's like,
Oh, yeah.
I want to make sure that we're hitting what the numbers that we think we should be hitting.
And yeah, we can't all of a sudden, it's just good, and then, oh,
yeah.
I mean, if something catastrophic happens, I want to hand that shit.
I did that once.
And actually the backup's more reliable.
We did, we went to one time, I had like 2 or 3 of them, came back, and it was not a good meeting.
So I don't think,
Because it hit me about the time I was starting to slurp my words, but you start laughing at me.
I think
Slurp my words. Yeah, I got tongue tied. Too much salt and water.
why don't we send we can,
yes.
it might all come out the same way. We're planning on it, but we don't have to purchase it right away.
We're committing that money each year to the rescue fund. I just want to see that we're bringing in this and spending this before we go and spend more without knowing that we're bringing in this.
Someone's think he's afraid that
We're doing a heck of a job.
we're gonna take that money and hand it to him. We can't, and I told him that.
I think what it is, Jay, is I think that he wants to make sure, you know, he's retired, doesn't he, Jay?
Sure, and he wants
to make sure.
That's exactly what it is. He wants to leave with all his stuff top. And good for him.
Yeah.
I mean, but yeah, there's, but he will flat tell you that.
Yeah.
Fires, we're city. Ain't no doubt. Still can't share it. Because I told him, I said, well, if we can run it where you support it always, that's what do you mean? I already do.
Guy get a hold of you.
Kathleen and I were ushers and stuff. Deb Koski and Jim Robbins were all ushers and stuff. We were all there, so.
But the guy's got a barber shop.
Well,
That happens the last.
the money that we collect, sitting there,
We're actually
we may not pay every month that we get in 5 years.
Did it all last year.
But
Actually, my
it'll
first
still
year.
come in.
Yeah, it just got
Be
asked for.
higher level for us to be able
Jim
to
Roberts got asked. Well,
Well, it says because you got a 5-year.
Jim Roberts,
Yeah.
well, his son-in-law now, son-in-law's dad got asked by his